Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Speaks Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Give out live free plays for today's card. And on today's show, picks from the NBA. It's a 12-game card today. Also, we got picks from college basketball, NHL here with a few games today. And, of course, tomorrow, we got football for the next 5 days starting tomorrow. We got the Thursday, Friday college football playoffs, then Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Wild card in the NFL. So a very exciting week coming up here this week. And guys, we appreciate it. If you would give us a like, a thumbs up, greatly appreciate it. Help to build our audience, help to fill up our chat, because we love hearing from you guys and we love having new visitors to our chat room and to our show. So you guys can do that by helping us out by hitting that thumbs up and by commenting here in the live chat with your picks. Really appreciate that. We just ask for people to be respectful. People want to put their picks in there. Respect them if you would. We greatly appreciate that. We don't have to want to go in there and have to monitor it. And, well, you know what we do if you get out of line there. So let's say hello to Al Ninas and get to the picks. Al, what's happening?
Yeah, doing all right. Lakers came through for me yesterday. 1-0 day for me, so I'll take it and hope to keep it rolling.
Absolutely, yeah. Those Lakers got it done, kind of a close to the line at the end, but the Lakers were able to get their free throws in and get coast away with the victory there. Today it'll be a bigger challenge for them. Yeah, I missed out my best bet. Had UCLA not up for the challenge to bounce back from that loss there to Iowa, but they get loose, so they couldn't cover against Wisconsin. Trouble there for the Bruins. I just don't know if this coach can recruit the right players to play the Big Ten style. Stop complaining about road trips and start beefing up your lineup. It's a move to play inside. You don't need too many shooters in the Big Ten. You just need a few of them and then some guys who can grind you inside position and rebounding and defend. That's what you need here when you face the Big Ten. Well-rounded players. So, guys, we'll get here to the show. Yeah, still dealing with a little bug. I can work through it. Don't worry. This isn't going to – so if I've got to mute, it's because of that. I've got tissues next to me, but we'll get through it here. Yeah, Michigan couldn't cover that game yesterday. Yeah. That was another one there. All right, guys, we'll get to the games here. NBA, this is a 12-game card. So what are we saying here? What, three blocks of four here. So let's get it started here in the NBA with the Raptors and Hornets. We have the Raptors here, 1.5 on the road, total 230. Bulls and Pistons here. Pistons 10.5, 11.5 showing up here as well, total 231.5. Wizards and Sixers. Wizards the back-to-back here. Philly 13.5, total 235.5. Won the block with a good one. Nuggets, well, not a good one with the injuries. Nuggets and Celtics 9.5, total 231.5. That tells you the injury status there. Let's take a look at the injuries here for this one here. Denver and Boston. We know Bates, Cameron Johnson, Jokic, Valanciunas are out. Braun, Gordon, Hardaway, Murray are all questionable there. For Boston, Minot and Tatum out. For the Bulls and the Pistons, we've got Collins, Giddey, Smith out for Chicago. White and Matas Buzelis, a key contributor. He's questionable. Kamamura is probable for the Pistons here. We've got Duran and Harris out. Robinson, Levert, Cunningham probable there. So keep an eye on that status there. Probable there for Cunningham. Then we move over to Washington, Philadelphia here. We've got George Whitmer out for Washington. Kispert is now probable. For the Philly here, we got Embiid, Oubre, and Watford. All questionable. We start here with El Ninos.
Yeah, here start the big injury reports. I mean, it's been that way, I guess, for a while now. But yeah, a lot of injuries in this block, so tread lightly. But I ended up here looking at this under between the Celtics and the Nuggets. You got the Celtics coming in at 18 and 16, the under. Now, don't look at the Nuggets trend so far because, yes, they have been trending the over. But, again, you mentioned all the injuries here. Just think it's too many pieces missing for them. So I think they struggle to get their offense going a little bit. Here I'll take the under in that one. Moving on down the list. Next up, we got, Bulls, Pistons. Yeah, Bulls are banged up. Pistons dealing with a couple of big injuries themselves. They're enduring on Harris. They've been playing well without them, but again, it's just hard to see them keep just beating up on everyone without those two guys. So I'll take the points with the Bulls there to keep it somewhat competitive in that one. And Wizards, Phillies, again, feels like a couple too many points here that the Sixers are laying. Yes, they're in a good spot, but I'm not going to rush to lay those numbers again. I'd rather look at them to win both halves here if you want to look at the Sixers. But I'll take a small shot on the points with the Wizards in that one. And sorry, the last one was Raptors Hornets, right?
Yeah, Raptors Hornets. Yep.
Raptors Hornets. Yeah, that should be a good one. The Hornets have been playing some pretty good basketball, but so have these Raptors. And when you look at these rosters, I think they do have the better one. So I'll lay a small number here with the Raptors to get the job done there.
There we go. Without Nino say what I think about some of these games here. Yeah, I can only look at Boston, as Ron Hunt put in the chat. Denver's fourth road game at 6 nights. Been on the road a lot here. A lot of injuries to the supporting cast. We know Jokic is out, like they always say, like Michael Jordan says, when your star sits, everyone's going to sit. That's how it seems here for the Nuggets. Looking at the Boston team, this is a team that's won and covered 4 straight with good shooting and defense. Note after that long road trip, they blew out the Bulls, pretty much in control of that game a couple days ago. Just too much injuries on the Denver side. I'll look at Boston in this spot. Look over the past 2 weeks, the Nuggets defense is going south. Celtics, 49% shooting, 40% from 3. I'll take them in this spot. Wizards, Sixers have gotten too many points. Washington's playing some defense, right? They got the job done yesterday. Here, how does Philly lose to Denver? With a Denver team that's just with scrap and a bunch of scrap parts. I don't know how that happens.
Underestimate your opponents, or could also be some funky stuff happening in the NBA. I know it's happened before.
I just don't trust Philly laying that many points, losing that Denver team with a lot of injuries. Wizards have covered 5 of 7 with good defense. Sixers have failed to cover 4 of 7 with bad defense. I'll take, and the Wizards actually are shooting the ball over the past 2 weeks, 49%, 39% from 3. They got some good young talent over there. As long as Koulibaly can stay healthy, they can actually try to sneak into a play-in round. I wouldn't be surprised if they get on a run at some point. But I'll look at Washington there in that spot. Raptors and Hornets there. Yeah, I can only look at Charlotte, especially we talked about their shooters, right? It's not a fluke. The way they beat OKC, they were cranking. They cranked from 3. Knipple, whatever you call them, Knipple, Brandon Miller, LaMelo Ball. You got all those 3 guys healthy. You got a shooter's chance. So give me Charlotte here plus the points here against the Raptors. Hornets have covered 4 straight. They got really good shooting there. And Toronto over the past 2 weeks, not making threes at 31%. Now look at the Hornets shooting for them past 2 weeks, 48% from the field, 43% from 3. Yeah, I like a Charlotte here at that price, at that point there. And the Bulls and Pistons, the line has moved too much. I have no side on that one there. It's just the line is too high. All right, let's continue here on the Toy Morning Show. Block 2, we got Clippers and Knicks. Well, the 5.5s are gone. We have Knicks 5, 4.5 now, total 24.5. Magic and Nets. Look at this. Magic 2 on the road, total 223. Nets getting a lot of respect here. Pelicans and Hawks. Hawks 10.5, total 246.5. Suns and the Grizzlies. Phoenix here 4.5 from an opener of 3.5, total 232. We'll take a look here at the injury reports here for this block of games. And we'll start here with, the Pelicans and Hawks. We've got Murray out. Jones and Bay are questionable here for Pelicans. Just Trae Young here is questionable, and they're trying to trade him out of there. And Young is on board. He's trying to help. So I don't know if we wanted to play him, possibly get hurt. I don't know. Young questionable. Magic Nets. Suggs, we've seen downgrade for Wagner brothers. They were questionable yesterday, but they've been downgraded to out again. Morrison, Franz Wagner out. Suggs here also out. Highsmith, Seraph are out here for the Nets. Clippers and Knicks, we're seeing Bogdanovich, Jones, and Paul out. Harden is questionable with that shoulder. And he's listed as iffy here with that shoulder. He sat out. Didn't matter. Kobe Sanders had a big game yesterday, the other one against the Warriors. So we'll see what happens here. For the Knicks, just Josh Hart, Shamet out there for the Knicks. And then we're moving on over to we're covering Suns and Grizzlies. This is the one game at 8:10 we're covering. We got Bouye out here for the Phoenix as well as Green. And on the Memphis side, no Clark, the Giant Edey, Jerome, Concard, Pippen out. Coward and Morant are both questionable here in the back-to-back for the Memphis. We go down Ninos.
All right, let's see. Looking at these, Pelicans, Hawks. Good spot for the Hawks, rest and home court advantage, but I'm not trying to lay those points again. If you really like the Hawks that much, take them to win both halves. But I'll take the points with the Pelicans. Yes, on the back-to-back after a tough matchup there in LA, but or against the Lakers, I should say. But again, pretty young team here, so I think they show up and at least keep it within single digits. So I'll take the points with the Pelicans there. Clippers, Knicks. Yeah, how do you not take a shot on the Clippers here? Just playing the much better basketball. Yeah, big question mark there with James Harden, but again, I kind of want to take a shot on the money line here as well. As you mentioned, the numbers dropped a little bit, but still think this is a game the Clippers should be able to win, especially given the way the Knicks have been playing right now. Don't get me wrong, I like this Knicks lineup a lot better than the Clippers, but it's just not looking great right now. So until they figure things out in New York, I'll take a small shot here on the Clippers. And then we had the Suns, Grizzlies. Yeah, two teams trending to the under there. Got Phoenix coming in at 20 and 16 to the under. Memphis is 22 and 14 to the under. So I'll take a lower scoring game in that one. I'll take the under there. And I think that does it for me here.
There we go. From Al Nino, so what I think about these games this block. Yeah, I like the Clippers. Maybe the line's telling you something. It was 5.5 overnight, coming down to 5 and 4.5. But New York is just not shooting the ball very well. And the defense have gone south over the past 2 weeks, giving up 50% shooting, 41% from three. I can only look at the Clippers in this spot. Clippers are starting to play some defense now, covering 7 of 8, playing good defense. Knicks have missed a cover in 9 of 10. Poor shooting. Mark Brown in his first hot spot here with the team right now. We'll see how he responds. We know it didn't go well for him in Sacramento. Just not had a good track record of late, being head coach. So he's got his first crisis, but I don't know if he's a good crisis manager. He's shown not to be a very good crisis manager. So I'm not confident here with this Knicks team in this spot. Boy, it seems like a short number with Orlando. I'm going to stay away. Orlando's just not shooting the ball right now without Franz Wagner, which is sad because they have some talent there. But, man, you miss Wagner. They just cannot shoot the basketball. For me, nothing more than a stay away. I can only look at Phoenix here, laying the number against Memphis. Memphis here in a back-to-back. It is rest advantage here for the Suns. Past 2 weeks, they are defending very good here, allowing 45% shooting, 32% from three. But the Grizzlies can't make threes right now. They've missed the cover in 3 of 4 with very poor defense. I can only look at them in that Suns in that spot. All right, let's continue here on the Twix Morning Show. Looks like, they're going to take that short number there it got done against Denver. I thought it was short there, but they got it done. But, yeah, that's again, some respect for those Brooklyn Nets there, no doubt about that. Close out NBA with the following games. Jazz and Thunder. Look at this. The Thunder now up to 19.5. Wow, look at that. Total 242. Lakers and Spurs. It's Spurs 8 now, total 236.5. Rockets and Trailblazers, Houston 6.5 on the road, total 223.5. Bucks and Warriors here. We got the Warriors here 6.5. Total will be 230.5. Will it be a dog close out for the night? We'll see, Alminos.
All right, let's take a quick look at these games here. Jazz, OKC. You know me, I ain't gonna try to lay 20 points with anybody against anybody. So they could be playing against the college basketball team here. I wouldn't lay 20 points. So I'll grab the points with the Jazz. Maybe some college basketball teams would do better, but hey, I'll take my shot with the Jazz here to keep it within the 20. Next up, looking at this Lakers-Spurs matchup. Yeah, tough spot here for the Lakers on the back-to-back here on the road. But again, I think the number is just right to back him here. Still, Wemby, yeah, he came back last night, but I guess he's off the injury report, isn't he, for today?
Yeah, Wemby is off of it, yep.
Yeah, but again, maybe limit his minutes there as well. So, even if he gets full minutes, I think it's a couple too many points for the Spurs to be laying here. So I'll take a small shot on my Lakers here to keep it respectable. And the Bucks Warriors, yeah, another one where I like the road dog here. Just think we're getting a point or two worth of value here. I think they keep it within the 2 possessions. So I'll take the points with the Bucks on that one.
There from Al Nino. So I'll tell you what about the injuries here in this block of games here. Utah and OKC. It's Love and Niang out for Utah. And we've got Ace Bailey here is questionable for OKC. no Caruso, no Dang, no Hartenstein, no Topic, the bad Jalen Williams out. Barnheiser is probable. In the Lakers and Spurs, Hakamura, Reeves, Tira are out. Vincent there is probable. Yeah, you're not seeing LeBron or Luka on the injury report here on a back-to-back. Well, that's because Luka's in there, right? Like I said, if Luka gets on the injury report, then you see everybody else does, right? That's how it works there. For San Antonio, as El Nino said, Wemby is no longer on the report here. Vassell is still there, questionable there. Of course, they limit Wemby's minutes here. You're going to probably see 20 minutes out of Wemby. That's what you're going to see here. Bucks and Warriors, it's Prince still out for Milwaukee. On the Warriors side, no Seth Curry, no Payton. Green and Payton are both questionable. There is some trade rumors right now circulating here with this Warriors team with Kuminga and maybe Green in a package. So keep an eye there. They're probably sick of his antics already, but the only way to move Green, the only way to get rid of Green is to put Kuminga in a package, and they're looking to Dallas for maybe Anthony Davis. That's been circulating around the trade rumors right now. So we'll see what happens there. Houston and Portland. We got Crawford out, Van Fleet out, and Şengün is out for Houston. That's a big piece there for them inside. For Portland, again, Jeremy Grant, Scoot still out. Holiday, Thibault, Wesley out. We also have Chris Murray doubtful there. So Al Nino's already gave us his picks in this block. I'll give you mine here. I'll take the Lakers here in this back-to-back spot. They've haven't been too bad here in back-to-back roles here. LA 13-5 on the road. The Spurs have failed to cover 5 and 6 with poor shooting. And we know LA can shoot the ball. It's always the defense, but they played some pretty good defense here over the past 3 games. I guess that little shout out that he had, other than the Piston game, they've been playing pretty good. And Scripio, I agree with you. I'm surprised they're not sitting LeBron. I think they're just too tired of playing these playing games. When you start giving away games, you screw up your chances in the playoffs by getting stuck. You would rather have that week off in the playoffs and miss these games. I don't understand. But again, it really starts with your star player, Luka. If Luka wants to play, everyone else will. When Luka says, no, I'm going to put me on the report, then everyone else does. Michael Jordan was right. I got to give Michael Jordan credit. People are just trying to figure out this, start starting to figure this out.
So you're saying it's not quite Austin Reeves' team yet, is it?
It's not. No, he doesn't have that influence Luka has. It's just kind of follow the leader. That's the way it works. Rockets and Trailblazers here. Again, I like the dog here with Portland. Portland has shot the 3 ball pretty well, defending pretty good. Houston on this. Houston is just 11-9 on the road. There are no great shakes on the road. 11-9. They've missed the cover in 5 of 8 with issues on defense. Portland's covered 5 of 6 with good defense. Houston over the past 2 weeks given up 48% shooting, 40% from 3. I can only look at Portland plus the points there. Yeah, Bucks and Warriors. I can't lay points with the Warriors right now. Giannis is back for the Bucks. Warriors defense is the issue over their past 2 weeks, giving up 51% shooting there overall, 38% from 3. Looking here at this Bucks team, they have won 4 of 5 with good shooting and defense. Warriors have missed the cover in 9 of 12 with bad defense. I'll look at Milwaukee in this spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Sports Show. Turn our attention to college basketball. As I said, we're going to do blocks here. Usually during the week, you just do 2 blocks, and then we'll expand it as we get into the weekend. But today we'll do 2 blocks as we do on the weekend. And what we'll do is we'll cover the games here at 5 Eastern time and include the games at 7:30 Eastern time. That's kind of the way we do it here. So we just go to 7:30 and then we close it out at the end. So 2 blocks. We'll start from 5 Eastern all the way down to 7:30 Eastern. We include the 7:30 Eastern in this block. We start with El Nino's.
All right. Well, not much in the early window for me today. Most of my action is in the late one, but one game I did circle real quick was Indiana, Maryland. Laying more than 2 possessions here, right around the 2 possessions. But Indiana's just been the much better team so far. Now 0-2 on the road, so yes, that is a little concerning. But again, just think this is one where they finally get their first road win here. So I'll lay the points with Indiana, not only win but cover as well. I like Indiana over Maryland in that one.
There we go with El Nino's. Got a couple on this early block here. I like VCU at home here against St. Louis. VCU in conference play, second in offensive efficiency, 68% shooting inside. They make their free throws at 85% against the conference. as a team that forces turnovers here. We've seen St. Louis here for a struggle of turning the ball over. They don't force them defensively. The Rams have shot 50% or better in 5 straight games. Billikens on the road just 31% from 3. The Rams have shot 51% at home right now, limited opponents to 40%. Look at VCU laying that short number. Also, I like Northern Iowa at home. Northern Iowa in conference, second in defensive efficiency. Boy, I can't believe this. In 3 games, they've allowed 16% from 3. That's pretty impressive here. But actually, in 4 games, they played 4 conference games, giving up just 16% from 3. Pretty good for Northern Iowa here. Third in effective field goal shooting in the Missouri Valley, hitting 38% of the threes, 54% inside. Belmont, 7th in the conference in defensive efficiency, struggling on the glass, getting up 39% from beyond the arc. They're bottom of the conference in turning the ball over, only 70% at the line. Panthers have covered 5 of 6 with strong defense. Their holding team is 38% shooting, 24% from 3. That's at home. I'll look at Northern Iowa in that spot. All right, let's continue here on Tony's Morning Show. Yep, Iowa laying the egg yesterday. Wake Forest, like a money line there from Ron Hahn. Close out college basketball here with these final games here. Final blocks are always 8 Eastern time, all the way to the late night game, Grand Canyon, Boise State. That's 11 Eastern time tonight. So we cover here 8 Eastern, include the 11 Eastern to close it out. Back to Al Ninos.
I'm going to start off with a couple unders here. I like Purdue and Washington to go under. You got Purdue coming in at 9-5 to the under. Washington also trending slightly the under there. The other under I looked at was in that pretty good matchup here. SMU playing Clemson here. Now SMU does play at a faster pace. And there's 9-5 the over, but Clemson on the other side likes to slow it down. And 8-6 the under coming into this one. They are more of a defensive-minded team, and I think maybe SMU doesn't knock quite as many shots as they normally do here on the road. Last time they met was a very low-scoring defensive battle as well. Game that ended 57-54, so I'll take this one to stay under the total as well. A couple sides I was looking at here. Iowa State over Baylor. Baylor having a pretty good season, but Iowa State still undefeated there. And so I got them to win this one by 2 possessions or more. Another one I was looking at here was Arkansas over Ole Miss. Another small road dog, some road favorite there. So I'll lay it with Arkansas in that one, and that will do it for me.
There we go. Here from Al Ninos, I tell you one I like here in this spot. I'm going to take Colorado and lay the points here against this Utah team. Colorado 52nd in the nation in offensive efficiency. They secure the basketball and hit 37% from 3, 55% inside. A team that's strong defensively on the glass. They defend the paint. They make their free throws at 77%. Utah struggled offensively on the glass and on defense. Give up 34% from 3, 52% inside. They're also poor defensively on the glass. They don't force turnovers. Here on the road, hitting just 41%, 29% from 3, but on the road, giving up 48% overall. The Buffs have shot really well at home. I'll take Colorado and just lay that big number. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Hicks Morning Show. We'll turn our attention over to the ice for today. Handful of games here on the ice. We got the Stars and Capitals. Capitals here, $1.30, total of 6. Flames and Canadians. Canadians here, $1.45, total of 6. Blues and Blackhawks. It's the Blues here, $1.18, total 5.5. Senators and Mammoth. Some of your we've got here the Utah team, $1.25, total 6. Late night tonight, Sharks and Kings. Kings $2.45, total 6. Cover the whole card here with Al Ninos.
Yeah, definitely. One of my favorite plays on this card would be to back the Capitals here with the rest and home ice advantage. The Stars also been struggling coming into this one, so tough spot here for Dallas. Lay the small number there with the lay a little bit of juice there with the Capitals. Blackhawks starting to string some win together. Not quite sure we're getting the right price to back them here, but if I were to pick a side in that one, it's the smallest that leans to the Blackhawks. Just not much value there. Obviously, was hoping for more plus money on them. But I'll take a tiny shot on the Blackhawks here to stay hot at home. And then, yeah, you mentioned that Kings just way overpriced. Now they're in a good spot here. The Sharks just played last night. They're on the road. They're banged up, but if I had to bet this game, it'd be a small shot here on the massive price we're getting with the Sharks. So you're getting better than 2-1 on your money. So I'll take a tiny shot on the Sharks on the money line. We're coming off another upset. So definitely, yeah, it's been a ton of value on these Sharks. So I'll take another small shot on them.
There we go with Al Ninos. All right, we got you through our sports coverage. Now it's time for our parlay promo segment where our cappers give it a parlay, team player prop, game of the future. They make the call here. We start with Al Ninos.
All right, give me 1 second. I'll take the Bulls. I'll take the let's take the Capitals and the NHL, and then try to throw one more basketball on there. I'll go with the Raptors.
There we go with El Ninos here. Tell you what I like here in this block. I'll go ahead and take Charlotte here with the Portland Trailblazers, and I'll also go with VCU in college basketball. We got you through our parlay promo segment. Now it's time here for our let's see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks. Heading to a big week of action. I said football returning again tomorrow. A lot of NBA, college basketball now in full swing here with the college basketball in full swing right now here, of course, with the conference play here. And you guys head on over to our site over at tonyspicks.com, which I'll pull up here in just a second. That's where you'll find our best bets and our premium plays up there for sale. So you guys can check it out over there. I'll put it up for you right now so you can see what's happening over on the site. Let's go here, share the screen. Share screen. What do we got here? Okay, we're going to share it, and we'll see what we got right now here. Oh, hang on a second. Something's funky going on here. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's the problem. That is the issue there. Too many. Let's see.
Anyone looking for goal scorers and more NHL props? I'm guessing that question was for the NHL. Make sure you tune into the Daily Dangle with Rod there every day at 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm sure they have some more props than I usually do for you guys. So check that out.
Yeah, Rod here has his live show here, as El Nino said, 1 Eastern time. Daily Dangle will get you all the props for you there. He prefers it. He prefers doing it once we get all the announcements here for the goalies and all that. So that's what he'll have for you there. Will be the Daily Dangle. So check it out today here at 1 p.m. Eastern time here on the Tony Fix YouTube channel. That's what we'll have it here. Let's see if we can get the site up. Live streaming, YouTube titles, Word. I don't know what that is. File extreme. Well, we're having some issues here trying to get our sites up right now, but we'll see what El Ninos, what you got for sale right now over at Tony's Picks.
Yeah, just my good old alley-oop there in the NBA. If you want to check that out, my best bet in the NBA. But again, your best way to go is always getting one of those long-term or 2-for-1 capper passes. Pair them up with your favorite capper and make sure you get all the Steam plays emailed right to you.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with El Ninos over at Tony's Picks. I think we got it ready to roll here right now on the site. Of course, you can get on board with El right now, coming off a 1-0 day, and of course, El has put together a pretty good year to start the year here. Last 30 days have been red hot in college football. NBA has been solid as well across the screens here, doing really well, guys. So get on board with El Ninos. Got his LEU play for you right now. NBA profit guarantee. That means it must turn a profit or amount purchased will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guaranteed. Get on board with El Ninos here over at Tony's Picks. Promo code TonyT at checkout will knock off that 15% off. You can match up El Ninos here with the 2-for-1 capper promotion. Head on right over here, hit that up there. You can match out with your favorite capper here. 2-for-1 capper promotion, great value here over at Tony's Picks. Match them up with your favorite capper and go ahead and get signed up. All right, guys, with you here. I have a best bet on the board right now, college basketball. Also looking for some more premiums here from NBA as well. So get on board with me over at tonyspicks.com. Guys, with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. It is the Tony's Picks Morning Show. Head on over to our YouTube channel. We have a lot of great content there. You just type in Tony's Picks in their search console in the YouTube, and you'll be able to find our channel here, Tony's Picks. Make sure you hit that subscribe. Any of our live streams will show up here. This is the home page. This is where you should really be starting to find our content on the home. And, of course, here we're live here. Our compilation videos up there for you right now. I've got college basketball as well as NBA deep dives. Props from our guy, Chris, with the NHL hit list. That's up there for you now. Goal scores, that's where you're going to find that right here on the NHL props page there on demand from Chris. So for those asking there for the props here in the chat, check it out over there on our props page on the YouTube channel on demand. We have a lot of on-demand stuff, a lot of NFL playlist, college football playlist for you there, NBA playlist up and rolling here. Got college basketball. Ramon covering college hoops today here. Scott Davidson, Loyola, Duquesne, St. Joseph's, Loyola Maryland Army, Furman, and Chattanooga. We got a 9-game picks from Alessandro here on his nine package team for you right there, guys. So lots of great content right now over on the site from College Hoops here from Alessandro and Ramon. NHL full game card coverage here from Ramon, and of course Alessandro on a compilation video with all his NHL picks and predictions for today. Chris got his hit list rolling out there, so lots of great content here. We also got our fight videos will be coming up, our shorts up there for you right now. If you are on a phone, we have all my videos are converted to shorts, so we have a lot of great content there, guys. Check it out over on the Tony Fix YouTube channel. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Greatly appreciate that. Also going live here when you hit our live tab. 5 live shows on our channel, including our morning show, Night Moves with Ramon and DeAndre, a full complete rundown on the day's card. Also, the Look Ahead show with Alessandro as he gets ahead of these line moves. So check it out here. Look Ahead show. Also, Monday through Friday, happy hour with Rod. You're right before game time, 5 p.m. Eastern time, a complete rundown on the game's cards. Get you all the late injury news, analyze all the line moves, makes picks as well. All these shows giving out picks, not just talk and storytelling. We give out picks on these shows. So check it out here on the happy hour there with Rod. Oftentimes we'll see Ron Crawford in there. Brian will pop in once in a while. So check it out, happy hour there with Rod. And of course, back to our morning show. So 5 live shows, guys. Daily Dangle, also a hockey show here with Rod hosting the Daily Dangle. So check that one out. Complete rundown on the NHL, full game card with picks, props, and more. Also, all these 5 live shows here, we interact with you in the chat. So we welcome you comments and more and picks in the chat. So we greatly appreciate that. So check it out there. Of course, El Nino's pretty much here, fixture here on the morning shows with a lot of content, with a lot of reels as well up here.
Yeah, again, mostly morning shows lately, but again, keep an eye out for those dog videos, those shorts, and meantime, yeah, just keep tuning into the mornings and check out all the other great content we got over there at Tony'sPicks.com, YouTube channel.
Yep, YouTube channel. Of course, a lot of great content. You can also check the videos out on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. We have some video pages in there showcasing our playlist. So, guys, check it out here. Live shows, on demand, podcast. All of our playlists are in podcast format, so you guys can check it out in the podcast if you like. Playlist there if you want to see our playlist. So, a lot of great content here, guys. Check it out. Tony's Picks YouTube channel. Growing as we speak with lots more content here. Also, if you like to be in our join our handicapper community, we are looking for cappers, so you can apply. Just send us an email over at support@tonyspicks.com, or go to our site at Tony's Picks and then hit the contact button and let us know you're interested in being a handicapper on our show. There are media responsibilities. You have to show up on shows consistently here on our YouTube channel. We want to basically measure your handicapping ability and make sure that you're keeping up with your capping. And the way you do that, well, is to join one of these shows because you're able to demonstrate your expertise in this industry. When you don't go on shows, who the hell knows what these people are? I'm surprised a lot of these site owners really just let these guys just handicap in the dark, not knowing what they're doing. You put people in front of clients, you can't see them on video. That's crazy in my eyes. You know, it's just like running a business and not even being there, not even seeing what they're doing, just looking at the results every day in the morning. That's crazy. But anyway, guys, if you'd like to be a capper, join us here at Tony's Picks. Go to our website, hit the contact button, send us an email, and we'll put you on our live show as well for an audition. Back again tomorrow live at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Daily Dangle with Rod, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Your complete rundown on the hockey card. So hit that like, hit that subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. All right, El Nino's, any closing thoughts before we close it out?
And not just, again, if you guys are tired of seeing my face every morning, as Tony mentioned, just email him and let's see if you guys can do better here. And for everyone, if you did stick around and still looking for a goal scorer, I'll take a small shot here on Dylan Strome. He was held without a point in his last game, but had scored actually 3 goals in the 4 games before that. So I'd like him to get back on the board today. With the
there you go. Get the news there with the perhaps there from Miss Delessa. Yep, we'll have some more goal scorers on the Daily Dangle there. So check it out with Rod. 1 p.m. Eastern time. All right, that'll be good for the show, guys. We're going to be back again tomorrow live at 5 p.m. Eastern at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. El Nino's, any closing thoughts before we close it out?
Nope, that was it. Good luck, everyone.
Good luck to everybody. We're going to wake up. Bye, guys. You guys make a winning one. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony Six Morning